Good morning! I have a face too. First of all, I love that you just basically one-upped my voice message with a video because normally, I prefer to send voice messages over writing. And normally people are like, gosh, Hania, you're using Instagram wrong. And I'm like, why? And they're like, you sent a voice message. No one does that. I'm like, what am I, a potato? I just sent you one. So anyway, thank you. That's awesome. You do you and keep going with that. Second of all, yes, it is Hania. And like the Polish pronunciation is Hania, and I guess the English would be Hania, and so it basically sounds the same to a non-Polish ear. Funny story that basically it's Hannah in Polish, but nobody goes by their full legal name here. Um, and so just like Anna becomes Anya, Hanna becomes Hanya, and the English is Hannah. My parents actually call me Hannah, but America couldn't handle the fact that I don't spell it with an H on the end. And it just like felt really crappy that people were constantly misspelling my name and putting an H on the end. And when I would try to be like, hey, I don't have an H, they'd be like, oh, it's the same thing. And I'd be like, if I put a silent H on the end of your name, that's not the same thing now, is it, Clayton? You know? And anyway, so having spent most of my life in Poland, I kind of miss hearing Hania anyway. And so starting in college, which I was in the US for, I started going by mostly Hania, but I respond to Hannah and Hania. Yeah. It was just a little bit too tall of an order for to expect people in America to use Hania and Hannah interchangeably, like all the versions of the name Hannah are in Poland. And so that's why I kind of settled on the one in those contexts, although my closer friends will do it. They will call me both, sometimes this, sometimes that, and I love it. So anyway, I was like, wow, America needs help. And at first I was like, the nya is like the Spanish enye, and people are like, wait, let me dig in my brain for what I learned in high school. And I was like, okay, I need a better system. Um, and I thought of one. Hanya rhymes with lasagna, so that works pretty well for most people. On to the movement stuff. Thank you so much for that info. I went and read in the link that you sent. I don't remember the exact acronym for the class, but I had a couple questions. One is, are those classes included also in your version that's the monthly membership, question mark? Because like financially that wouldn't make sense for you, but I'm just curious whether there is, meaning it wouldn't make sense for you financially to include in your $10 membership version what you are selling at $190 as an 8-week course, because technically you could just sign up and be a member for those 2 months or 3 months or however many weeks it is, and like do it for cheaper. And so I'm guessing the answer is no on that one, but I thought I would ask whether there's any overlap. And if there is overlap, then how much? Because yeah, it has been a really interesting time of a lot of things going online that never were accessible in that form. And there have been some things that I've been purchasing, like even some things that I don't really have time to do right now. Because I'm working with a physiotherapist on a specific set of exercises now. But I've been buying things because they're available now. Some of them you can keep forever. And like, I guest teach at universities sometimes. I have a university considering me as a prof. Like, I love the idea of having other movement practices to be learning from. And, no, I don't believe in completely copying somebody's class. That's stealing, and plagiarism of their intellectual content. But in each thing, there's exercises that there might be one where I'm like, oh my gosh, this would be awesome for dancers. And then I pull those from those different sources. And so I have been trying to kind of see, oh, this looks like a cool course. Oh, it's only $30, and so then I grab it. But yeah, the work that I think one thing that I'd be interested in knowing more about is, what does the kin, you know the name of the thing that, yeah, kin physio, kin. Goodness, I'm not going to think of it now. Kin stretch. That was it. I went inside to look, and I also got dressed because I had been standing here in pajamas. Where was I? Oh, dang it. Oh, so my question, or the thing that I haven't been able to quite figure out just based on, the little promo video, is how much knowledge Kin Stretch gives that I don't already have, or what is different from what I'm hearing from my physiotherapists, given that they work with range of motion as an approach too. But again, not the specific like certification that you have or the people that you're connected to. Yeah, so that would kind of be something that I'd be curious in trying to figure out. It still adds up when you have to buy all 16. So part of me's like, does your course ever go on sale? But yeah, as I read more about Kin Stretch, I was just like, well, you can get certified, and maybe that's more cost effective to me. Just go get certified. Because like, I mean, that's probably way more, but it's a one time and then you're a provider. Although that's another question with Kin Stretch. If you get certified, but you're not a physiotherapist, or doctor kind of a thing, are you allowed to be considered a provider? Or do you just have the certification that you did it, but you're not in their database of providers? On that note, are you certified by Kin Stretch? Do you count as they either call it a practitioner or a provider, I think? Like, do you count as a provider? What level are you? I saw that they had a couple different levels. Yeah, I'd be curious to hear more about that. And happy Polish Constitution Day. That's today. I bet you didn't know that. That's why I'm wearing Polish patriotic colors. It's not a Polish thing to wear patriotic colors on holidays. On patriotic holidays. That's an American thing, but I was feeling it today. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful Polish Constitution Day tonight. Take care.